Hey guys, this is Bandito Bane, the well rounded nerd, the Super Spider Man fan, and the Warhammer noob. And I just got done reading Spider Man, The Amazing Spider Man, number 26. And I was right. I did not like it. The entire premise is Rabin, the emissary, is trying to sacrifice Mary Jane to give him as as a sacrifice to Weep, or the god the the god of mischief. And Peter and Spider-Man, Miss Marvel, the Fantastic Four, and the Gold Goblin are trying to protect her. And we learn a big kicker that Paul is actually the world's version of Rabin. And yeah, he's the emissary in the other world, but he was never corrupted like he was in the 616 universe. And this really sucks. The thing is that Mary Jane would rather be with Paul after she'd known Peter her whole life. And the thing, it's just so heartbreaking, so torturous for someone like me and people who liked the Mary Jane, and how we were just waiting for one more day to be reversed. And so we learned that the kids were basically illusions created by Rabin. So they disappear in front of Paul, and now basically Peter is and basically Kamala tricked um, Rabin into becoming by getting killed by and becoming the sacrifice by disguising herself as Mary Jane. And this is something that, and this was kind of a twist. I was wondering how she was going to die, and it just did nothing for me. And now we know that the ceremony needs to be Mary Jane needs to die for the world to be destroyed. And it kind of contradicts what they said in Spider-Man, an Amazing Spider-Man 222 or 22, when they said that the ceremony needed Spider-Man to be murdered. But now it's basically Mary Jane, and the thing is that they're doing this just to prevent Mayday from being born. I mean, there is a comic book. I don't know if it's Amazing Spider-Man, but we was talking to Mephisto, and they basically want to prevent Mayday from being born because she will one day save the galaxy, save the universe. And this entire run has been a mess, and I'm going to take a break. I'm taking a break because I this entire run shows Spider-Man being depressed, shows him with all the inner monologue of him basically giving up on life, knowing that his life was ruined. The woman he loves is with another man, and he knows that this other man was the one that ruined his life in another world. He lost his Aunt May. He he is ousted by the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. And I don't want to give up on Spider-Man. Spider-Man has always got me through some of the worst parts of my life, and with Peter tackling depression now, it's only going to get worse from here on out because he's going to be blaming himself for Kamala's death, and he's going to keep doing this, and I'm just can't take it anymore. I suffer from depression and anxiety, and I feel this just comic book just hits too close to home for me. I mean, I read Spider-Man because he there are Spider-Man comics where he would which deals with his depression, but it's only like 5 issues or an entire arc. But here, it's just it it's just the entire run. I can't take it anymore. I want I want like old Spider-Man coming back. I mean, say what you want with Nick Spencer, he didn't seem like an entire info dump. Say what you want with Nick Spencer's run, he had like clues and clues and things going on through his entire through his entire run. He basically made the run a slow burn so we know what was going on. But now Zeb Wells has adapted this freaking mystery box that we don't even know what the hell is going on. And it took us 26 issues to learn that Paul was Rabin from the other world. And now I deeply hate Paul even more. This guy, Mary Jane, chose the alternate version of the man who ruined Peter's life instead of him. And I don't know if she'll stay with him because she was pretty much with him because of those kids as they were a family. But I don't know. I don't know how it's going to end. How it'll end up because I'm pretty sure that that Zeb Wells is going to wait another 6 months or maybe even 8 months until we advance in this story. It took us 22 issues or 21 issues to learn what happened 6 months ago. Why Peter was ousted by the Avengers, he was why he was ousted by the Fantastic Four, why he's so depressed. It just frustrates me so much. And this is basically why I'm taking a break. I can't take it anymore. It's just so soul shattering, so heartbreaking, so defeating. And with real life anxiety problems I have right now and depression, I take things that I really want to make. I really just want a good Spider-Man read. And I don't want to give up on Spider-Man because after Zeb Wells was run, It's like it sets up the road to Amazing Spider-Man 1000, and it is very hard, especially for someone like me who loves Spider-Man for all its flaws, to basically walk away like this. Last time I walked away from Spider-Man was One More Day, but I came back a couple years later, and I actually liked some of Dan Slott's run. I loved Nick Spencer's run. The Beyond was a little bit of a disappointment, but it was still, to my opinion, it was still kind of good. But this run, it hits so close to home that I can't take it anymore. I'll still collect the trades. I'll still I'll still look. I won't look, but I won't look at any more reviews. I won't look at any more of these spoilers. I won't do anything that will. I won't. The only thing I'm going to do is collect the trades, and as soon as this run ends next year, in May, I'm going to do a full review of it, and a full review of it, and I am. But right now, for the next 6 months until December, when Amazing Spider-Man 40 comes out, I'm taking a break. That's all I have to say. Zeb Wells, Kevin Lowe, everyone in the Amazing Spider-Man office, I can't express how much hurt you put into me. You guys, people think that I'm just a big fat comic book nerd, but Spider-Man, I read Spider-Man to forget about my problems, not to be reminded of it. But anyways, that's all I got. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for listening if you still are. This has been Bandito Bane, the well-rounded nerd, the super Spider-Man fan, and the Warhammer noob, saying keep playing and God bless.